Who would have thought, even a few months ago, that the most controversial film in at least a few years would be a comic book movie based around a Batman character? Well, we saw this was over a good movie. Now, usually I edit these reviews with clips from the trailers, but Warner Brothers is particularly stingy and doesn't understand the concept of fair use for not even their movies, just the trailers. So now I gotta make up the editing as I go. Now, anyway, this is the origin story of The Joker, from director Todd Phillips, director of Old School and the Hangover trilogy. Well, this was certainly a departure. It isn't exactly a superhero movie, more of a character study. It is definitely something that we have never seen in the comic book movie genre before and actually feels more mature. The genre is evolving beyond just kiddie fare, but while some movies simply try to get an R rating through sex jokes or enough gore for like 50 slasher movies, this one actually does something completely different than what anybody's ever done with this kind of source material. Picture Taxi Driver on a larger, more public scale. A great version of Taxi Driver on a larger, more public scale. It's a demented and depressing picture of man's descent into madness, and it feels disturbingly realistic. This is what society can create. We made the Joker. Joaquin Phoenix is possibly my favorite Joker, and yes, that includes Heath Ledger. He initially gives an amazingly sympathetic picture of mental illness, and when bad things happen, it's uncomfortable enough to make you just want to step in. The whole time you don't want to see him go down his path of evil, but when he does, he morphs into something frightening and truly demented. He really does deserve the Oscar buzz. Granted, it's not perfect. A few of the things that happened to him to make him this way kind of stretch the limits of believability. I understand they were going for a nihilistic tone, but they may have taken it a little too far. I mean, am I really supposed to believe that a bunch of successful businessmen would really go around beating up obviously mentally ill people on the subway and altogether act like teenage psychopaths? But I really did enjoy this movie. I know there is a lot of stigma around it, but plenty of great movies have gotten similar controversy and even been called dangerous. I'm not saying the movie will be seen in the same light as these ones, but the controversy might. Alright, now listen up. The Joker is not a role model. You're not supposed to support what he does near the end. Grow up.